welcome to Man United Bonafide. This is your favorite fan channel where we speak about everything Manchester United. We speak about results, we speak about fixtures, disappointments, young budding talents, we speak about the coach's tactics, we speak about fan reactions, media reactions, and every other thing, as long as it touches on our beloved club, Manchester United. Today, we are coming in after another disappointing weekend where the team managed just a draw, losing points, or rather dropping points from a winning position. It's another moment we saw brilliance from the youngsters like Daniel James, Mason Greenwood. We saw Pogba having a game of two halves and so on and so forth. And we also saw the brilliance of Aaron Wan-Bissaka. We also saw our lack in concentration where we saw Lindelof being out jumped again. We'll discuss Lindelof as well and discuss if he's the suitor or suitable partner for Harry Maguire. And with me are two of my friends and teammates. One has been here, and today we've introduced a second person to help us get an in-depth review of this week's, not just Manchester United game, but also Premier League. Welcome, gentlemen.
Thank you, man.
Thank you so much. Thanks so much.
Introduce yourselves.
Yeah, ladies first.
I'm new on the chat. I'm new. You're the one supposed to start and finish.
Yeah, let's give you the opportunity. Yeah, you can do it.
Okay, so I'm Michael Onyama, and thank you so much for the opportunity of me joining in your channel. Yeah, hopefully I can bring in my views and opinions as well.
All right.
Yeah.
Right, and I'm Team Elvry, the beloved one. And I'm happy to be here. Let's do it. I'm disappointed, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm disappointed. But I've decided to make peace with my mind and with everything and with our beloved team.
Yeah.
I'm working on believing that this is not the time. We are a young team, and maybe in the future will be bright. Because now I think I can't focus on wondering when will we come back, when will we score 5 more goals, when, so many questions, man. I think it's tiresome. So I'm thinking I'm working towards making peace with my beloved team.
Yeah.
Maybe it will happen one day.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me see. All right. We've had how our brother team has mourned. Now, there's something he's spoken about regarding the future. Mike.
Yes.
Do you think there's a future in this team, especially with the young budding talents like Dan James, Mason Greenwood? We forget, but Rashford and Martial are still youngsters.
Yeah.
We tend to forget.
As a matter of fact.
We treat them like they're in their 27, rather late 20s.
Mm-hmm.
But remember, they're youngsters.
Yeah.
Do you think our team probably is one of the youngest in the league? Do you think there's a future in these youngsters?
Yeah, I absolutely think there's a great future in this Manchester United that we're talking about right now. Because from the look of it, you see so many youngsters are in the team. So many youngsters being introduced on the bench. It's not that they're getting more game time, but you see them on the bench. That gives you hope that Ole's vision is bringing a youngster team, bringing a team from his own creation, not former players who are there or something like that. No, from the likes of Greenwood, Chong. We saw him on the last game, Southampton's game. He was on the bench. We're expecting to see Angel Gomez maybe sooner or later on the bench, because for me he's a star. He needs to be starting more often, and Greenwood also needs to be starting. Talking of Wan-Bissaka is good on the ball, good tackler. He needs to work on a little few things, but for me, he's been an outstanding player for the past 4 games. Talking of him,
All right. I've really waited to see Angel Gomez. I don't know. I don't know what Ole thinks. I don't know how Ole does team selection.
Yeah, I
but
think you'll be mentioning that in every video.
yes, till he gets it.
Yeah.
Till he gets it. Now, I know Mata was class. I said this in the last clip. I know Mata was class, and I know Lingard is a worker. But trust me, even at their best, I don't think those two get to the talent that Angel Gomez has. I know Mason Greenwood is good technically, and he's a good finisher. But trust me, if you want someone with football brain in Manchester
Flair.
United squad, current Manchester United squad, to me, because I've been watching these kids. What makes Greenwood tend to look like he's ahead of Angel Gomez is the fact that he has the physique, he has the body for, and the strength,
Yeah.
as opposed to Angel Gomez, who is smaller and punier, if you can say so. But when it comes to footballing brain, trust me, I think the last proper football brain we had was Paul Scholes. Until now, it is Angel Gomez that has come in. So to me, I'm really longing. I know there's a future in these youngsters. And what I don't understand is why is Ole using them so sparingly, still trying. And you see, when I see Mata and Matic on the bench, I ask myself, are we growing? Are we rebuilding?
We're going in reverse.
I don't know. Do you guys feel there's a rebuild?
But the guy has, of course, now he's new. He has to rebuild. He has to come from the shadow of Mourinho, from Ferguson. From now, this is me. I have to take up and build my own team. But I think the mistake he made is the transfer season, the transfer period. Probably put in some experience there, or maybe he decided, like, I'm going youngsters. Maybe we are against it, but maybe if he decided that we are going youngsters, then maybe that was his choice, which is not actually quite nice, because at least there should be some level of experience in the team. And you put guys who are experienced, not necessarily age-wise, but experience. That's why I think it's also right of us fans to expect more from Rashford and Martial, even if they are young. They've been playing for almost how many seasons?
5 seasons.
Yeah. So I think experience doesn't necessarily come with age. It comes with how long you play, how long the exposure. So I am not against people who are demanding excellence from Rashford and Martial, because I want, like this the previous game, Rashford hat-trick, even more goals. I expected that guy to score. Even there's some chances, good crosses from Daniel James, good crosses, good chances and passes, but he cannot finish. So I don't think it's about age when it comes to to experience. So if Ole decided to let me do this young team, then I think now, then the way that you guys are saying, he should put more of these youngsters in the bench and forgo Matic and the rest and what's their faces. So if he decides this is the route to young people, let's do them. And I said it last time. If we are deciding let me play with these young people, then play them. What are you waiting for? Put them in the bench, give them this game time, let them play, because now we are a young team. We accepted that. So if during the transfer season that was his idea, then that's fine. But also I think maybe he would have also put in a few experienced players, not necessarily age. Bought in. Exactly. Some good midfielders, because now also in the midfield now it's the biggest area where we are lacking. So the likes we were talking about Fernandes the other day.
Fernandes.
And I think he assisted.
Three assists in the first game they played. Yeah,
you see. So such transfers, I think he would have probably made them so that we wouldn't have been struggling now with what we are having. And I'm thinking now it will be seen also in the Leicester game, also in the future games.
We'll come to the Leicester game. I think one thing that is frustrating fans is that, number one, the people playing number 10. I think it was you were discussing with the other day, telling me Lingard has had only
One assist in
20.
38 games.
38
That's
games.
almost
That's
one
the whole-
season.
That's the whole season. You get one
Yeah.
assist, and you're playing the number 10 role. If he's not playing the number 10 role, he's playing the wing.
Yeah.
And mostly it is the number 10s and the wingers that lead when it comes to assists.
Yeah.
But then there was some news leaked from the club that the club was saying Bruno Fernandes would not fit in the Manchester United squad because he loses the ball too much. My people, the guy has 3 assists. Now, his stats for last season, he was involved in over 30 goals. That is both goals and assists in one season. I know the Portuguese league is not as tough as the Premier League, but those are good stats for a midfielder.
Yeah.
When was the last time we had, apart from Pogba, when was the last time we had a midfielder who scores 10 goals in a season? Back when Scholes was still playing in his prime.
What?
You get? We had a chance to sign him. Now we hear Real Madrid were in for him. I thank God he didn't go. We still have another chance of signing him. And then someone is telling you that Bruno Fernandes could not fit into, and you're like, have you been watching 2 different sports? Someone has been watching American football, and we've been watching the traditional football. I don't know. What really frustrates me, because I'm a lover of midfield football in the midfield.
Enjoyable.
It frustrates me to see the lack of creativity in our team. It is really frustrating.
And as a matter of fact, as I was saying, watching Bruno Fernandes' game, he's more of a presser. For me, I think that he would have perfectly fit in Ole's tactics and all, because from his past games, you always see him as a presser. He's a fighter of the ball. He's not someone who you'll see walking around when the ball is around him. He'll get the tackle in, or he'll get the interception in, something like that. And speaking of our midfield, I believe our midfield is so shallow, so shallow. Yeah. McTominay, he's young. He needs a lot of experience still. Yes. And I keep on wondering, okay, we have Fred. Why isn't Fred getting a chance in the team? Because bringing Fred, playing him alongside McTominay, push Pogba forward. Pogba, comparing his stats from last season, he had the best stats compared to anyone in our team. And
actually, not just our team. He was the highest scoring midfielder and the highest assisting midfielder.
You see such stats. Play him on that number 10, other than playing
in
Lingard.
Top 5 leagues, not just in Premier League.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Apart from Bruno Fernandes, who is in a lower league. Yes.
Double digits.
Wow. He had double digits.
Goal and assists.
Is the first player to have to lead in both assists and goals scored in a team in the top 6.
Yeah.
It has never happened in the top 6. Let alone the overall top scorer. I'm saying leading in your team as a goal scorer and as the top assist creator.
Wow.
You see such stats, and then you find Ole playing
him as center defensive mid.
What are these? What are you doing, Ole?
You wonder, and you're like, hey.
I don't know. Do you guys feel tactically Ole is getting it right?
Sometimes he gets it right. Sometimes he's wrong. Because believe me, this Southampton game, if it were me, I would have gone with a forward of Pereira is not a right winger. Why would you play him there?
No, he's not.
I would have gone with Rashford. Place Greenwood at the front. Take Rashford, put him on the right side. Let James play on the left side. Behind them, place Pogba. You can play Pogba or Pereira or anyone that you want to play center attacking mid, someone who is good at supplying the ball. Because with that forward, it's a young forward, it's an attacking forward. It's a forward that from the 70th minute to almost the 90th minute, Southampton were one man down. And you look at the chances we had, we missed so many chances. We were not clinical. It was only who Greenwood came on and you could see some spark in the game, and you're like, this kid should have started the game. And you wonder, why isn't he starting more games, because these young kids are yearning for the opportunity. Like, the facts of the likes of Joao Felix, the likes of Pulisic, the likes of Mason Mount, the likes of Abraham, all of them have gotten the chance, and they're showing us what.
Even Dan James.
Even Dan James.
Don't forget Dan James.
Yeah. Such young players who have passion in their heart, you know.
Guys of Phil Foden in Man City.
Not players who are there just because they're saying, yeah, we are here in Manchester and we're playing for a big club. So for me, we have reached there. But these kids want to play for the Jazz. They want to play for the club. They want to play for the history. They want to play for everything the fans are looking up to, you know. And that's what we want in Manchester for the moment. And I believe that's what Ole is doing, clearing the players who were there before, and bringing in new players who will buy into his philosophy, into his vision, and will go further forward with the team.
Adding to that point of playing for the badge, playing for the team because you want to do that, I think when it comes to Rashford and Lingard, I had a guy saying, probably it has gotten into their head. Like, I was born here, bred here, Manchester
born and bred.
Yes, so I think I am at home. They
feel comfortable.
Yeah, they're a bit comfortable there. They are not. But this is Manchester. We don't care if you sleep there. We don't care if you. We are supposed to be on top of that table. We are supposed to be leading, scoring goals.
Let me give you a history of class of '92. Class of '92 includes Beckham.
Okay, sorry, historian.
Ole.
Beckham, Giggs. No, Ole was not.
Ole wasn't there.
No. Ole joined in '96, I think.
Neville.
They're both Nevilles. Then there was Sheringham. There were about 5 or 6. And then, there were about 5 or 6. This is what they would do. There's a clip on YouTube dedicated to Eric Harrison. Eric Harrison was the brain behind class of '92. He was the coach of under 21, I think. Then he was in charge of the academy generally. When Ferguson had come, they would go on a break. Like after training, they would go on a break, and everyone would go home. But Eric Harrison and the class of '92 would sneak back to come to train with the kids without Ferguson's knowledge. It shows the kind of passion that these boys had to succeed. Yeah. Now, people like Gary Neville and Phil Neville, they were not outrightly, you'd say that they would have been the best fullbacks. Even in their generation, we know there are better fullbacks than them. Yeah. But they gelled in the team and they played with passion and they knew how to read the game. Yeah. You get? They desired to be the best. You get? Yeah. Unfortunately, sometimes I don't see that in these current breeds of academy graduates like Lingard, like Rashford. We don't really see that much in them. Of course, as a footballer, you'll have a match or two that are not very good. You not always get, but overall, over the season, your stats need to show that this guy has been really working for the squad. When you're having a statistics of one assist in 38 games, that's a defender's stat. Yeah.
I was actually thinking of that.
Goalkeepers actually. Some goalkeepers have more assists than our midfielders. Yeah. We see Ederson and Alisson, the kind of long balls they deliver. Yeah. Those are proper assists. Yeah.
It's
now,
so sad.
Speaking about the game, you brought in the issue of at 70th minute, Southampton was 10 men. Yeah. 1 man down. Yeah. Would you have brought in Matic at that moment? How would you have played that tactically?
For me, definitely bring in, go guns blazing. You have to risk it. Yeah. You have to risk it. Maybe I'm thinking now, maybe from his point of view, yes, you have to be careful so that they don't score another goal. So you tactically bring in a defensive midfielder or maybe a defender or something, so that but at that moment, at that moment, what do you call it? The momentum.
Yes.
We have the momentum. We have the momentum. We keep on going. So risk it. Bring in Chong. Bring in these attackers.
Yeah.
And let them parade that
Yes.
that area and destroy them with 4 goals or 5 goals. So for me personally, I will think bring in more attackers.
Yeah.
So that take that risk. Go in and get, because some of these players, they also can defend.
Yeah.
And the mentality, we have the momentum, we have the mentality that we are winning. Their mentality is we are less one man, so we need to defend, we need to be careful so that we don't get more goals, so that we don't concede more goals, so that that's what is going on in their mind. They're not going, we should win this game, we should protect this draw. That's what they're thinking. But for us, bring in attackers and go for that goal.
Yeah. Well, I was watching some review of the game. There was a point when Southampton were defending in their box. They had 9 men, like seriously 9 men, and then the substitution you bring is a defensive midfielder. I asked myself, did you really want to win that game?
No, not really.
I know Ferguson had his, and it might not be fair to compare all with Ferguson. I know Ferguson would have bad games, but when playing against 10 men, Ferguson would bring in more attack-minded players. They may not necessarily be strikers or wingers, but even if they are midfielders that he was bringing, he would bring an attack-minded player. Even if it was a defender he was bringing, he would bring a defender who has attacking capability. Unfortunately, we didn't see that with Ole. Then also, by the time Mason Greenwood comes, the damage is almost done, because the kid is still not experienced. They're trying to give him experience, but we bring him too late.
Very late.
So bringing at when it's 10 to 8 minutes left in the game. Yes, he has the ability to turn things around, but bringing him too late, that late is not proper. The other thing, you spoke about Pereira on the wing. I know Ole might have been inspired by watching Pereira playing wing in La Liga. But La Liga is not as intense. The play style of La Liga, it's more tactical, not tactical, but technical, yes, as opposed to intense, like Premier League.
Yes.
So, in as much as we can put Pereira in the wing to play in that position, I don't think it's prudent to play him there, especially given that he does not have pace. In England, if you are a winger, your best gift, number one, is pace. Then you must be technical. Being technical is an advantage, but if you are technical, then you must have a football brain like what Bernardo Silva has. You see, sometimes Bernardo Silva is played on the wing. Why? Because he's technical and he has a football brain. Yeah. Unfortunately, we can't say that about Pereira. You get that is why he flopped in that position. Yeah. It is not an easy position to play in. Either you have pace or you have brains to play in that position.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, he didn't have either. He's a technically gifted player, can do 1 or 2 things here, but not one of the very best.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, to Southampton's equalizer, who was at fault?
If you ask me, I think our whole backline is at fault, because we normally see what happens when corners are taken. What happens, what you're told, I don't know, maybe people are told different things either way, but the first thing you see when the goalkeeper punches the ball, the first thing to do is get your backline out of the box. Yeah. That's the first thing to do. Otherwise, you'll be in great danger once the backline is right there in front of the goalkeeper, because the goalkeeper won't have a sight of what's happening in front of him. He'll be focused on the person getting in the cross. Yeah. So the person at fault was our backline, because Maguire was the one commanding. I saw from a clip that Maguire was pointing at Lindelof, telling him, watch out for who's at your 6 o'clock. And I was wondering, like, watching an interview where Ferdinand was one of the analysts, he was saying that if it were me, I'll be the one looking for who's the danger man in the box, so that I can go and put pressure on him, not giving the person, not telling someone to go and get a guard on him, You know, just put him off. Put your hand on him so that he can't get. Once you see the goal being scored, you see that Vestergaard had so much time to think, to take on his leap, to make the run, and no one was there to like put a hand on him or maybe put him off so that the goalkeeper can come.
Jump with him and pressure on him.
By the time Lindelof realized, Vestergaard was already on top of him.
Yeah.
I think that took him off, and also De Gea was like, I thought my backline would have handled this, but it's too late. So I think our backline was at fault, and also we can put it on the defensive midfielder player.
Yeah.
Because he's the one who needs to control the defense in some type of way. You know, telling them that there's this one here, there's this one here. Because at the back of Lindelof, Pogba was also there. He should have told Lindelof that there's someone behind you, something like that. You know, maybe warn him. Yeah. Okay.
From the goal, I hear people saying two times out of two we've dropped points because of Lindelof's lack of aerial ability. And some people are calling out for the youngster, I'm forgetting his name, Twanzebe. Do we think that Twanzebe is ready for first team? Can he replace Lindelof? Does he have that extra thing that we think that most fans actually it's most fans think Lindelof lacks in aerial ability?
First, before my friend goes on, first I think Lindelof is better than Twanzebe, if you ask me, because Lindelof has the passing mind, he's got a vision of a midfielder. His mind thinks like a midfielder, and a few aerial balls cannot make someone not good enough. Because if you see from the Crystal Palace game, the problem was Luke Shaw actually. Luke Shaw was not in his position, so Maguire had gone to cover him. And that's actually something I heard Jose Mourinho said. Jose Mourinho said that if Maguire will have to learn that time and time again that he'll have to cover Luke Shaw, which of course I saw it in the Crystal Palace game because Luke Shaw had an hamstring injury and he came back on, you know, and that was so risky. Yeah. And from the ball, Maguire was on Luke Shaw's side, so he couldn't be able to like cover Lindelof, and Lindelof was manned up by two people. So, and also if you see, Twanzebe has got the physicality. Yeah, we cannot doubt about that. He played the championship almost over 36 games last year, with Aston Villa, and for me, I believe he'll be a good add to the team. Yeah. And he can bring much more of what we lack back there, because for now Maguire and Lindelof, there's still the partnership gel is still not there. Yeah. They'll have to find that what gels them together, what makes them the perfect centre back, like the way Ferdinand and Vidic were. Yeah, something like that.
One thing I know, Lindelof is weak when it comes to aerial balls, but even Ferdinand and Vidic, it took them time to gel. Yeah. Over a long period of time, I know Twanzebe might be better than Lindelof. In the sense, Twanzebe has good ball playing capability. He's physical, he's fast, and he has a better aerial capability compared to Lindelof. I think as at now, yes, we will fault Lindelof, and probably in the next game, the Leicester game, tactically Leicester will target him. Yeah. But we just need to reorganize our defense better. Because last season it was either Smalling or Jones being targeted. This season is Lindelof. So we need to know how to manage that. Because Twanzebe, even if he comes into the team, he will not always be playing. Yeah. There are days that Lindelof will be playing. How do we manage that? Yeah. Yeah. So.
But I'm thinking for me, probably I love the way Lindelof plays, and this is what happened probably last season. I think was it last season? Yes, he started a little bit shaky, but he ended up being one of the best defenders that season. We saw. So I think probably he needs to work as soon as possible as fast as possible to get the gel between him and Maguire, and so that they can be this team, with this duo we're talking about.
Yeah.
So, and also because now I'm thinking we are pressuring him a little bit because of Maguire. We are not
Yes.
we are like, Maguire is great. So Lindelof there's a problem, but I think Lindelof is a very good defender, and once they work together, once they find that bond, he'll work it out. So bringing in Tuanzebe there, I think I'm not for that idea, and taking off Lindelof, playing him with Maguire. I think once they just click, these two guys, Maguire and Lindelof, they'll be unstoppable. Maybe now try and bring Tuanzebe as a defensive midfielder. Because also he can do that also.
Yeah.
Isn't it? Yes, maybe he can do that also. He can do that. Yeah. Play him there, the defensive with McTominay or something, and then bring Pogba to the attacking. So for Lindelof, I think he just needs a few sharpening here and there with Maguire, and then they'll be fine.
Yeah, I agree with both of you. I think it would be very rushed for us to see Lindelof being taken off the team, and it will be very unfair. Because
it's only 4 games.
It's only 4 games.
Yeah.
I know we've lost so many points in the 4 games. He was virtually our best defender last season. Tuanzebe is good, and I wouldn't mind Tuanzebe being in the starting 11, but I don't think it's prudent to bring him into the first 11 now. I think we need to find how to gel Maguire and Lindelof, and that once we get that, I think it will be a step forward for us. Otherwise, I think that's it for our review of the Manchester United game.
Yeah, but before you go, Daniel James.
I told you
that guy.
I also said. I also. Were we discussing when he was transferred? We were saying that people were
telling him that he's a summer signing. He's not gonna show much.
He's just for the championship. Now,
and
we've had Trent, who was bought from Championship. We've had this guy from Tottenham, Dele Alli, Championship material.
Yeah.
And they've gone and become quality players, haven't they?
Yeah.
So just because someone was brought from a lower division does not necessarily mean they will flop. I love the pace, the passion of Daniel James, and he's also showed that he can give assists whenever needed. And he would have gotten 2 assists in the last game if it were not for poor positioning of our striking force. Definitely. He would have gotten two assists.
True.
So I like the development. I know it's too early to start calling him the best and all those names, but if he keeps going on in this trend, 3 goals after 4 games, that is good statistics from a boy who was actually supposed to be sold to another division, who was supposed to be sold to another championship team. Had we not come in, and everyone was like, no, this guy Leeds were to check him. Then he came in. He's not that good, but having seen him how he played against City last season and against there was another team he played against, and he tore that team into pieces. His pace is nothing I've seen.
Yes,
his pace is like nothing I've seen. I think in a way it reminds me about in a way it's a combination of Giggs and Bale, in the sense Bale was super fast, Giggs was fast but was good with the ball. You get? So he has a little bit of Giggs, a little bit of Bale. If he continues developing and finding those world-class goals, I think I'd rather lose with a team that has done it than have the tried and tested, have Mata playing the wing. I'm like, it's not worth it.
True.
He kind of, Daniel James kind of reminds me of the Rashford we brought into the team the first time. Remember, Rashford used to get the chance, and the first thing he'll think about is space shot. That's the mindset of Daniel James when I look at him right now. You see him run with the ball and he's like, okay, someone has made a run on the wing, and if I cut in, first chance, space, shot. That used to be Rashford's game. Nowadays you see Rashford on the ball and he taking too many touches. He wants to control the ball and you're like, come on Rashford, just take a shot. Because compared to from when he started, he used to have like 5 shots in one game. Nowadays he barely even gets the chance to take the shot.
I think Rashford and Martial and maybe Lingard, I think when we brought in Mourinho, I think their development stagnated. I think that is one of the bad decisions the club made, because we know that Mourinho does not develop youngsters. That one is known. As a matter of fact, one of my fears with Mourinho was that youngsters would not develop. Look at his statistics. In 2.5 years? He only brought who?
McTominay. It's only McTominay.
And he only brought McTominay because of wanting to show that he supports youngsters. You get it? So I think one of the things that didn't really work for Rashford, Martial, actually with Martial it was even worse, and maybe Lingard, is that we brought in Mourinho, a coach that is not development minded. He's spend minded. Like he goes out to spend on. He sees a player, he wants to buy him. That did not really work for our youngsters, and even our academy. It didn't really help, because the likes of Tahiti Chong, how did they get to 19 years without even
getting a first
team, a taste of first team? Because by the time they were getting a taste of first team, I think they were getting to almost 19. They were good enough to be given. You see the 8, 10, 5 minutes that Ole is giving Greenwood now. That was not done for Tahiti Chong and
Angel Gomez.
If that was done for them, right now they would be quality first team players. So, in as much as Mourinho was a top class manager, I think if you are looking to build a team, I really didn't want Mourinho to come because of that, because I knew we were going to stagnate. The reason why I didn't want Mourinho to come was because I've been a follower of academy football for at least 6 years now in Manchester. I look at the academy and I see sparks and I see quality players coming through, and I keep asking myself, all these boys, where will they go to? We'll be losing them. We lost Pogba, we lost Keane, we lost actually even Shawcross used to be academy graduate.
But
so that's it. That's it from us. Thanks for watching this review of our Manchester United game. Watch out for the next clip. We'll be doing review of the Premier League matches, weekday 4, matchday 4 rather, week 4. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to like our content. This is why we need you to like the content. The more likes a content get, the more chances of it being seen out there. So we value your likes, we value your shares, we value your subscriptions. We also ask you to leave a comment down there. Tell us what you think of the last match, the tactical changes you think Ole can make. Tell us what you think of Fred coming into the team, the likes of Angel Gomez should be at least making the bench. Personally, I'm crying out for that. But otherwise, it's been a good time spending with my brothers and teammates, Michael Wanyama and the one and only Team Elfrey. From us, we say peace. Stay away from racism.
Say no to racism.
Say no to racism. We are out.